Jodhpur, often called the Blue City, is not merely a collection of buildings, but a testament to human resilience and the desire for dominance over a harsh, unforgiving landscape. To look upon its sprawling old town from the ramparts of the Mehrangarh Fort is to witness a history written in stone and painted in the colors of royalty and spirituality. This city has survived centuries of heat, warfare, and political shifts, standing today as a monument to the Rathore clan and the enduring spirit of Rajasthan. Before we descend into the winding streets and the shadowed corridors of power that define this desert jewel, one must ask, what does it take for a kingdom to flourish in a place where water is more precious than gold? Is it the strength of its walls or the shrewdness of its people that allows a legacy to survive for over 500 years? If you find yourself captivated by the stories of empires that rose from the dust, consider joining our community by subscribing to the channel. Let us explore the depths of Jodhpur together, uncovering the secrets of the Blue City and the lessons it holds for the modern world. Jodhpur serves as the second largest urban center in the Indian state of Rajasthan, standing only in the shadow of the capital city, Jaipur. It functions as the beating heart of the Jodhpur district, acting as a crucial administrative and economic hub for the western region of India. The city was brought into existence in the year 1459 by the ambitious Rajput ruler Rao Jodha. Before this monumental founding, the seat of power was located in Mandor, but the strategic advantages of a high, rocky outcrop led to the birth of a new capital. For centuries, Jodhpur served as the primary center of the Kingdom of Marwar, a name that translates to the land of death. This title was a reflection of the brutal climate and the fierce warrior culture required to thrive in such an environment. Today, with a population that has swelled to over 1,600,000 people, Jodhpur is far from a relic of the past. It is a vibrant, expanding metropolis that bridges the gap between ancient traditions and modern industrial growth. The city is iconic for the indigo-painted houses that dominate the old town, a tradition that began with the Brahmin community and eventually spread to encompass the entire neighborhood. These blue walls surround the towering Mehrangarh Fort, which sits atop a cliff like a silent sentinel watching over the desert. The name Jodhpur is a direct linguistic homage to the man who laid its first foundations. In the local dialect and the ancient Sanskrit language, the name is divided into two meaningful components that tell the story of its origin. The first part, Jod, refers specifically to Rao Jodha, the visionary ruler of the Rathore clan who recognized the potential of this desert landscape. The second part, Pur, is a Sanskrit term that has been used for millennia to denote a town, a city, or a fortified settlement. When combined, the name literally translates to the city of Jodha, ensuring that the legacy of the founder is spoken every time the city is mentioned. This naming convention is common across northern India, yet in Jodhpur, it carries a weight of personal pride and ancestral continuity. Rao Jodha did not just build a city, he established a cultural identity that would define the people of Marwar for generations to come. By naming the city after himself, he anchored his lineage to the soil, creating a permanent capital that could withstand the shifting sands of political fortune. geography of Jodhpur is defined by its position near the center of Rajasthan, nestled within the arid expanse of the Thar Desert. This location dictates every aspect of life, from the architecture of the homes to the daily rhythms of the inhabitants. The climate is categorized as a hot desert climate, characterized by intense heat and a perpetual struggle for moisture. Rainfall in this region is both limited and highly unpredictable, averaging only about 362 millimeters every year. Most of this life-giving water arrives during the monsoon months, which typically stretch from June until September. The rest of the year is a test of endurance, particularly during the summer months when the sun beats down without mercy. It is not uncommon for temperatures to exceed 40 degrees Celsius during the peak of the season. In the year 2016, the city recorded a blistering high of 48.8 degrees Celsius, highlighting the extreme conditions the residents must navigate. Despite this heat, the Jajari River flows through the urban region, providing a rare source of water in a parched land. Modern infrastructure projects are currently focusing on a large-scale riverfront development designed to improve the environment and provide a recreational space for the growing population. The history of the region predates the city of Jodhpur by thousands of years, with roots reaching deep into the soil of ancient Hindu mythology. References to this part of India can be found in the Ramayana, suggesting that the area was inhabited long before the recorded history of the Rajput clans. Early settlements were likely established by groups such as the Abhiras, who were later followed by various waves of Aryan migrants moving across the subcontinent. By the first millennium, the land became a part of the powerful Gurjara Pratihara Empire, which played a critical role in defending the Indian heartland from early Western invasions. As this empire eventually fractured, control shifted to various local dynasties, including the Rathore clan, who arrived from the fallen kingdom of Kannauj. The Rathores initially established their authority in the nearby town of Mandore, which served as their capital for a significant period. However, as the need for a more defensible and expansive site grew, Rao Jodha looked toward the hills of Jodhpur to build his legacy. The city was positioned strategically along a major trade route that connected the imperial center of Delhi with the wealthy ports of Gujarat. This location allowed Jodhpur to prosper rapidly, becoming a clearinghouse for valuable commodities such as silk, copper, sandalwood, and opium. The late 16th century marked a turning point for Jodhpur as the expanding Mughal Empire sought to consolidate its grip over northern India. In the year 1570, the Mughal Emperor Akbar annexed Marwar, turning it into a vassal state of his vast empire. This was not a simple conquest of destruction, but rather a complex political arrangement that allowed Jodhpur to retain a degree of internal autonomy. The Rajput rulers of Jodhpur became high-ranking generals and officials within the Mughal administration, blending their warrior traditions with imperial governance. This connection deeply influenced the local culture, bringing new styles of art, architecture, and commerce into the desert city. The fusion of Rajput and Mughal aesthetics can still be seen in the intricate carvings and grand layouts of the city's historic buildings. However, this stability began to crumble after the death of the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb in the year 1707. As the Mughal Empire declined, Marwar was plunged into a period of internal conflict and faced the rising military power of the Maratha Confederacy. The struggle for survival in the 18th century forced the leaders of Jodhpur to look for new allies in an increasingly volatile political landscape. In the year 1818, Jodhpur entered into a strategic alliance with the British East India Company, seeking protection from external threats and internal rivals. Under British colonial rule, the state of Jodhpur flourished in a different way, becoming the largest princely state in the Rajputana region. The city became a major hub for the influential Marwari merchant communities, who established vast commercial networks that stretched across the entire Indian subcontinent. These merchants played a pivotal role in the modernization of the region, investing in infrastructure and trade that would define the city's economic future. Despite the colonial presence, the Maharajas of Jodhpur maintained a lavish court and continued to build monumental structures that reflected their status. The city transitioned from a fortress of war to a center of sophisticated commerce and diplomacy. This era saw the introduction of railways, modern education, and healthcare, though the traditional social structures remained largely intact. The relationship with the British was complex, marked by both collaboration and a quiet desire for the restoration of full sovereignty. When India finally gained its independence from British rule in the year 1947, the future of Jodhpur was momentarily uncertain. The ruler at the time, Maharaja Hanwant Singh, initially hesitated to join the newly formed Indian Union, considering the possibility of maintaining independence or even joining Pakistan. However, the geographic reality of the region and the persuasive efforts of Indian leaders like Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel eventually led to a resolution. The Maharaja signed the instrument of accession, officially bringing the storied kingdom into the fold of modern India. In the year 1949, the state of Jodhpur was formally integrated into the newly created state of Rajasthan. This transition marked the end of the princely era and the beginning of Jodhpur's journey as a democratic urban center. Since then, the city has experienced steady growth, expanding its boundaries far beyond the old blue walls. The population continues to rise at a rapid pace, with projections suggesting that the city will house more than 3 million people by the year 2031. This growth presents both opportunities and challenges as the city strives to balance its ancient heritage with the demands of 21st century urbanization. Modern Jodhpur is a powerhouse of economic activity, contributing billions of dollars to the economy of Rajasthan every year. The city is globally recognized for its flourishing handicraft industry, which has become one of its most significant economic pillars. Skilled artisans in Jodhpur produce traditional furniture, intricate textiles, and various decorative items that are exported to markets all over the world. These products are prized for their unique blend of traditional craftsmanship and functional design, often utilizing reclaimed wood and age-old techniques. Beyond handicrafts, the city is strategically positioned to benefit from major national infrastructure projects like the Delhi to Mumbai Industrial Corridor. This massive development aims to transform the region into a global manufacturing and trading hub, attracting investment and creating jobs for thousands of residents. Jodhpur's strategic importance is further heightened by its proximity to the international border between India and Pakistan. It serves as a vital military center, hosting one of the largest and most strategically significant air bases for the Indian Air Force. The constant presence of the military adds a layer of modern discipline and security to the historic city, ensuring its relevance in the national defense strategy. The culture of Jodhpur is a rich tapestry woven from the traditions of desert communities and nomadic tribes that have traversed the Thar for centuries. It is a city that celebrates its identity through vibrant festivals, traditional music, and a culinary scene that is famous throughout India. The local cuisine is a reflection of the arid environment, focusing on ingredients that can be preserved and dishes that provide energy in the desert heat. One of the most iconic snacks is the Mirchi Bada, a spicy chili fritter that is a staple of the local street food culture. The Mawa Kachori, a sweet pastry filled with milk solids and nuts, offers a rich contrast to the spicy flavors of the region. Perhaps the most famous dish of all is Dal Baati Churma, a hearty meal consisting of lentil soup, baked wheat balls, and a sweet crumbled garnish. This food is more than just sustenance. It is a point of pride and a way for the people of Jodhpur to share their heritage with visitors. The city's social fabric is still influenced by the stories of the Rathore warriors, whose tales of bravery and sacrifice are sung by local bards to this day. Tourism is another vital component of the Jodhpur economy, as travelers from across the globe are drawn to its stunning landmarks and historic atmosphere. The Mehrangarh Fort remains the crown jewel of the city, rising 400 feet above the skyline and housing some of the most beautiful palaces and courtyards in India. Nearby, the Umaid Bhawan Palace stands as one of the world's largest private residences, a magnificent example of Indo-Deco architecture that still serves as the home of the former royal family. The Jaswant Thada, a graceful marble cenotaph built in memory of Maharaja Jaswant Singh II, offers a peaceful retreat with its intricate carvings and lakeside views. Visitors also flock to the bustling markets surrounding the Ghanta Ghar clock tower, where the air is thick with the scent of spices and the sound of bartering. The striking visual appeal of the blue-painted streets and the dramatic desert backdrop has not gone unnoticed by the world of cinema. Jodhpur has served as a popular filming location for numerous Indian and international movies, further cementing its status as a global cultural icon. The city's ability to remain authentic while welcoming the world is a testament to its enduring charm and sophisticated hospitality. As we look upon the sprawling expanse of the Blue City today, we see more than just a tourist destination or a center of trade. Jodhpur is a living example of how society can adapt to its environment while maintaining a fierce connection to its roots. The indigo walls were originally intended to keep the houses cool and repel insects, yet they became a symbol of a collective identity that distinguishes this city from any other in the world. The story of Jodhpur reminds us that even in the harshest environments, a vibrant and prosperous life is possible if one has the discipline to endure and the creativity to innovate. If this journey through the history and culture of the Blue City has sparked your curiosity, we invite you to continue exploring the world with us. Please like this video if you enjoyed the story and subscribe to our channel to stay connected with more deep dives into the world's most fascinating locations. What part of Jodhpur's history surprised you the most, and which landmark would you want to visit first? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and let the legacy of the city of Jodha inspire your next great adventure.